Whoa, seeing all those drawings from different classrooms really shows that even though we think we're all different, we all share the same love for doodling on whiteboards.
Don't forget the school spirit that this shows. Also the any logo or broadcast, nice touch.
I just love the PG artist drawings. Anyways.
Welcome back to PGTV, Eagles. We have a packed show prepared for you all. There have been a lot of events that have happened since our last broadcast.
I appreciated learning about Black history and African American culture. We'll see how the events that were held by the Black Student Union not only help to educate students about Black history, but it also helped to demonstrate our school spirit. We will also like to acknowledge some of the occupations on campus that are central to our school environment and assist us in making PG what it is today.
Lastly, we have a small PSA on something I'm pretty sure everyone has noticed. Stay tuned.
Black History Month didn't always exist. It was actually created by Carter G. Woodson, and it initially started as just 1 week. And then later on, as time went on, it became a month. But the significance to Black History Month is so that there was time set aside to celebrate and learn and discover all about African Americans and our history and achievements. So this year's Black History Month, we had a lot of events. We had a gumbo cook-off. We had a braid-a-thon held in the quad. We had a basketball game, students versus staff, and the BSU Speaks. So they were able to have a discussion about, what it means to be an African American student on campus and just in society. So
they promote pride by giving students a voice and letting them understand the lineage of the heritage as well. And it gives them a common ground to talk to other students like them. And it also gives students a voice as well. And they get to learn about significant African American success stories.
Our events have been focused on historical events and also just remembering Black culture in many ways. And we've been able to encourage school spirit and also club spirit because we're able to touch together as a community while also educating other clubs on campus about like some of our experiences and some of the things that make up our culture. I think my favorite event was the gumbo cook-off.
It encouraged school and club spirit by everyone knows if you want to bring a group of people, have food. Food is real important, and when you're eating certain food, you talk about different culture, you talk about just facts of life. And during that process, you get to realize, the conversation might be, I don't eat spicy food, or I'm allergic to sausage, or I'm allergic to shrimp or crab or seafood. And you say, wow, I'm allergic to peanuts. And then you start opening the door for other conversation.
We celebrate basically our history and our ancestry and stuff like that. And a really staple food back in the South is gumbo. So we usually, every year, we try to incorporate the gumbo cook-off to make sure that we get a little taste of our culture and also see how everybody makes their gumbo differently. And it's just an opportunity for us to kind of taste different backgrounds and see how everybody makes theirs.
And last but not least, the king, Camilla!
Good shot, good shot. This is Corey. That was beautiful.
Everybody get home safe. Have a great weekend.
Here at PG, we have a lot of people, like a lot of people. But because of how many people are here, we have a tendency to forget those that we see almost every single day. So hi, I'm Cassidy Wilson, and I'm here to show you the forgotten jobs of PG. Our first forgotten job is one that benefits us almost on a daily basis, and that is crossing duty with the lovely Miss Carolyn. How are you today, Miss Carolyn?
Very well, Cass. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good myself. How would you describe your job to the students of PG?
My job basically is to ensure a safe crossing for all students, whether walking or on bicycles to and from school within these two crosswalks that you see here.
What would you say brightens up your day while you're working?
Oh, I just love hearing from the kids a thank you and how's your day, or the parents waving, saying thank you. Just recognition and appreciation. That's great.
That's very sweet. Well, thank you from me personally, Miss Carolyn. I will see you tomorrow morning when I walk back here.
Yes, I will see you first thing in the morning.
All right. Our next job is held by someone with a super spunky spirit, the lovely Miss Olga, the lunch lady.
Hi, welcome. Welcome to the cafeteria, where it all happens.
Right. What do you do?
My job is to make sure the food is safe and the environment is clean and cooked perfect, and we do the best we can, and we're here for the students, and we're open to any suggestions. Just love coming to work. We love doing this for you.
That's so sweet. Well, thank you for letting us take some of your time, Miss Olga.
You're very welcome.
Now, these have only been a few of the jobs that go unrecognized here at PG, despite making our work and school experience so much safer and so much better. So whenever you're walking around on campus, say hi to these guys or give them a small smile. Simply acknowledge them for the hard work they do so we have a good time here at PG. Thank you for watching. I've been Cassidy Wilson, and this has been the Forgotten Schools of PG.
Every year, 2.2 billion tons of trash take up more and more of the limited space we have on Earth. Recently, PG can be seen as a dumping grounds for the school trash. But like the world, PG is our home, and much like our Earth, our home is important to keep clean. PG is not just a school, but a place of learning, where relationships are formed. But trash has begun to become an issue. Take care of your future by taking care of your home, simply by being respectful and responsible. Be part of the change. Be your best.
Make sure to do your part, everyone, and help around the school. For seniors, we have a little bit of information about Sober Grad Night.
Oh, nice! Guess what, people? For the first time in 2 years, we're going to have that amazing multicultural assembly. I can't wait to see it. Let's not forget the FFA and their upcoming events. And remember that the county fair is coming up.
It's sure to be a great display of school spirit. We hope you all enjoy it.
My name is Seth Vicachet. I'm a senior here at PG. I raise a steer here at the barn. A lot with PG, a lot of the people here, we all kind of work together, and there's a lot of camaraderie, especially here at the barn. Everybody kind of works together to get a common task done. The salt?
Well,
He will snap the camera.
Hey, if you're in the final practice. Okay.
I honestly might consider attending it.
That's nice, Troy. Hey, it's been a while since we were live together.
Yes. Yes, it has. It's been cold and sad. And I miss you.
That's nice, Troy. Coming up, we have some sports coverage of both our track and volleyball teams.
Don't forget about the special coverage and interviews for the play, Noise is Off.
I first saw this play when I was a senior in high school. My mother actually directed it. That was in 2006. And I knew ever since then that this was a show that I wanted to do, but I was waiting to have the right group.
Noise is Off is about a cast of people putting on a play, and everything is going wrong. Everything starts off okay, and then immediately just starts to go down south.
It gets chaotic at times. I'm not gonna lie, but it's definitely gonna be worthwhile when we see how much work that we put into it, see how it's gonna progress, and then eventually come into just a fluid show that looks chaotic on the outside, but it's actually very controlled and orderly.
Since it's such a small cast, you always have to work together, and you never really feel alone with everyone there.
My favorite part is probably just being able to spend time with all the people in the production, because they are some of the people I feel the closest to or feel the most comfortable being around.
It can definitely be stressful at times, but at the end of the day, it's always worth it. It's always fun.
Everyone wants to be proud of something that they've worked on, and this is it. We're working on something we're going to be proud of, and we want to show people.
Similar to how at high school games, people just get to be together. They get to witness their fellow students basically exert, all their hard work that they've had over the past few months, just like in a football game. And they had a blast at the last play, and I'm sure that they'll have a blast at this one.
Because the more student support that we can get, the more of an opportunity is for somebody out there to see a show and potentially, try to get involved in theater and maybe, change their lives.
Come see Noise is Off because it's chaotic, and I love chaos, but I think everybody else is just gonna love how funny we get to actually be within this production.
Noise is Off will take place the first 2 weeks of April.
Noise is Off is just a really funny play, and you should definitely come see it. You'll have a really good time.
7, Nate Schweitzer.
Alright, I would shout out Nate because not only is he like one of the best players on the team, but also he has like one of the best attitudes because he's always just calm and collected, and he doesn't get discouraged, and he just brings up the team and everything.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna shout out Joseph Espy for being the biggest dude I know. And then I got Tin Lee and then Win for playing club with me. Tin's crazy, Chris is crazy, Nate is crazy, that dude's huge. That's basically it. Everyone else on my team, I love them to death. That's basically it.
I would shout out Tin and Win. Tin started cramping up, and he kept pushing through it. And Win was about to throw up for like two of the last two sets, and they pushed through it, and I respect them for that.
For anybody who wants to join the track team, just be prepared because you're going to be in for a lot of work, but it's worth it because the shape and like how great you feel afterwards, it's really good.
Well, before track meets, we're pretty regimented and organized. I hate chaos. They all deck out in navy blue over navy blue, do a big lap around the track with the whole team, almost 200 kids, which is really intimidating to the other teams. We love it. But it's really regimented military.
The team spirit is pretty high. We all just love working together, love training together. There's never really a dull moment on the team, honestly. Like, we just all love this sport, and I mean, it's one of the tougher sports to do.
Our coaches really prepare us on what we're supposed to do, so when we get to meet, it's nothing new because we already know what we're supposed to do, and we've been doing it at practice.
So we practice like 5 days a week, so just every day just pushing yourself and giving it 100% so that you're prepared for your meet.
The environment at practice is really fun, it's exciting, it's just a great time, and Coach Gates really does push you to be a great athlete. I think just the environment that he creates and the culture that he creates on the team is really good. He makes sure that nobody feels like left out or, left behind, and he really just brings everybody together, and I feel like he does a good job keeping structure on the team.
Practice is definitely more fun, lighthearted, but during the meet it's very serious. Like, we're all very focused on running our event.
And it's not about I want to make an Olympian or I want to make somebody, give somebody a school record or a league championship. I want them to grow up into leaders, effective, functioning adults.
If I didn't do track, I definitely wouldn't have the grades I do now.
I love running. I plan on running in college.
And I definitely made some really close friends on the team, so I love coming to practice and hang out with them.
I enjoyed going to that volleyball game with my friends. It was super cool.
For sure. I can't wait for the play. Hopefully it'll be fun and full of chaos.
Awesome. It's going to be full of school spirit.
Speaking of school spirit, Let's talk about that positive cleanup culture. Yeah.
Everybody knows how much of a pain stress is. Nobody likes to deal with it, and sometimes we're more stressed than we want to be. There are multiple conditions that stem from stress, but one that is not as commonly known is how stress affects your ability to empathize. An excessive amount of stress actually rewires your brain to become exhausted more frequently and more oblivious to your surroundings. This is called compassion fatigue. Compassion fatigue, as the name suggests, is a condition that affects one's ability to feel compassion. A person who suffers from compassion fatigue may also experience hopelessness, an urge for isolation, self-doubt, low self-esteem, and insomnia. With everything that goes on at school and at home, with work and expectations, it's easy to feel the weight of stress pressing in. Because of this, it's important to take priority in self-care. Taking care of yourself can look like taking breaks when needed and finding things that calm you down. However, one of the best ways to combat stress lies in connecting with others. Showing kindness to others has proven to help raise your self-esteem, feelings towards others, and it helps to increase the overall health in both mind and body. Being kind to others helps to reconnect and positively impact those relationships and reduce feelings of anxiety and loneliness. Positive psychology helps to raise serotonin and dopamine levels, leading to an increase in happiness overall. The stresses of school have the capability to inflict negative conditions such as compassion fatigue, but having a positive influence on this campus can help improve its atmosphere and spirit. Showing compassion towards others and to yourself is what really exemplifies what PG's spirit should be. Make sure to take care of yourself and be good to others.
Looks like it's the end of the line for you.
Very funny. How long did it take you to come up with that one?
Quicker than your death.
That doesn't even make sense.
It's like I'm gonna kill you faster than it took to come up with that statement.
Did you even think for a second before you opened your mouth to say that?
Enough! It doesn't matter. Let's finish this.
Really? You can't find me on your own? No weapons.
Cut.
Oh hey! Looks like you stumbled upon some DMA students while we were shooting. You know, not a lot of people know much about the academy, but lucky for you, I know just about everything. So just let me change out of my fighting clothes. So where to begin? DMA stands for Digital Media Academy, which means everything from filming to editing to writing to filming again because you messed up the first time, to animating, creating graphics, and making broadcasts. It's all in this academy. I know that's a lot to process and a lot to understand without more information, so we're going to break it down for you. I will now teleport to the whiteboard where I will explain all of this. Lights off. Lights on. So how does the Digital Media Academy work? DMA is a 4-year program that engages your creativity and encourages social cooperation in and out of classes. Regarding classes, DMA is guaranteed to be on your schedule, with the type of class changing with each year of high school. Beginning with your freshman year, you'll be enrolled in Animation 1, where you'll learn how to create moving pictures that tell a story. Here you're introduced to creating characters, handling perspective, and of course, animating. Sophomore year will bring you to Digital Media 1, where you'll begin your creative journey into making live-action films. You'll be taught the basics of video production and the 3 production phases. Pre-production, where you'll write, production, where you'll film, and post-production, where you'll piece together all of your work to create your story. Junior year is where you get to make a decision on what course you'd like to dive deeper into, either advanced animation or digital media 2. You will expand your knowledge from your previous classes and build up your abilities with the use of more advanced equipment. The best part about this year is that there is no wrong decision. And your senior year will give you the chance to test your skills in front of the largest audience yet. Your 4th year of school will immerse you into the capstone of this academy, PGTV, the school-wide broadcast that shares various updates, club announcements, and so much more. Throughout all 4 years, you'll have access to equipment that's used in the actual industry, like high-quality cameras, boom microphones, tripods, as well as programs like Adobe Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and After Effects. With all of the materials at the tip of your fingers, the only limit is your imagination. But films aren't the only thing you'll be creating. The Academy has become one big family over the years. Every class bonds strongly during multiple classes outside of DMA, and even more at DMA's special events. Events like movie nights, showcases, donut socials, and field trips to film festivals will allow you to get to know other members of the Academy and make friendships that last. And here's a spoiler. The skills you learn at DMA can be applied in literally any career, not just the film industry. Communication skills, learning how to take criticism, working with others, it can all be used in other professionals and life in general. Your time in DMA will be spent creating incredible films and making so many memories that it will be impossible to remember them all. Your creations will enlighten your peers, bring smiles to faces, and spark conversations. Here's some clips that showcase what DMA is really about.
DMA check! Okay, we're in the DMA student workspaces where most of our underclassmen, freshmen, and sophomore work. They're in DMA 1 and in animation, so this is their workspace. And now we have our whisper booth. This is where most of our podcasts are filmed. So there you go. This one, we have spiky phones. This is for soundproofing, just in case if anybody's screaming in here, nobody can hear you.
Now we'll be going into the PGTV studio where the senior class produces monthly broadcasts.
Okay, now we gotta be quiet because we're brainstorming for our next February broadcast.
And now we are here in our control room where all of our equipment is for our live broadcasts.
Yeah.
Hey, eighth graders. We hope you enjoyed our presentation.
And don't forget to join DMA.
I love PG.
That's nice, Troy. The animatic really had some useful tips about managing stress.
Yes. Yes, it did, Mr. Brakefield.
Look at the time.
Thank you for tuning in to Pleasant Grove Television. We hope you had some laughs. Bye!